Oh shit. That Walking Dead been out. I gotta hurry up and get to the shit. All right. Fucking Elodie and Michonne, they looking for Lance. Okay, they go see him. What the fuck? Hold on, wait a minute. Wait one motherfucking minute. Gotta make sure. Okay, 179. Okay, we on 180. Okay, good. All right. Oh wow, this is nice. I hope you don't mind. I brought Elodie along. I didn't know why you wanted to meet here in your room. This isn't my home. It's yours. Oh, he said, I'm giving you a fucking house and you're gonna be doing all right. You used to be a lawyer, so you about to get that money. You about to get that bread. You about to get that bread. That's I still think it's strange that they're trying to keep everybody in the same social status that they were in before. That's weird. Okay, what? I told you we could use a lawyer with your talents. With your talents, this is how we take care of our people. If you're going to practice law in the Commonwealth, this is the residence we will provide you. I agree to practice law, and you just give me this place to live. Yes, that's exactly it. Yep, that's how it works in the real world, actually, to an extent. You know what I mean? People who have the status get the status. Shit. Hmm. Okay, I have to admit that is not. I have to admit that is not the reaction I expected. He expected her just to, just come all over him. It's like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm fucking wet. I'm so fucking wet because I can't believe I got a nice house like this out of the blue. That's what you expect. To be honest, that's what I would expect. You know what I mean? Okay, what's the problem, mom? Okay, when something seems too good to be true, it usually is. Honestly, Lance, this feels too good to be true. Not much I can do about that. Unfortunately, you're going to have to hope that feeling fades with time. I can assure you, for whatever my word is worth to you, that this is true. Well, you already see what happened in the Commonwealth. Motherfucker getting shit smacked out of him and shit like that. Like, what's his name? Shabazz. I mean, he knocking holes out and shit like that. So it's not all peaches and cream. It's some bullshit, in the Commonwealth as well. Okay. When would I move in? Unless you packed a lot of bags, I didn't see. You just did. He said, just come in, go ahead. You got it. This is your house right here, right now. Okay, and I was hoping you would ask, but you didn't. The vacant room on the first floor would be where you set up your law office. I'd recommend Elodie quit the bakery and start helping you set that up immediately. But I can easily assign other people if she'd rather stay there. So she's moving on up to the east side to a deluxe apartment somewhere in the Pittsburgh area, something like that. I think they somewhere around Pittsburgh. Okay, not Pittsburgh, Atlanta, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I think, aren't they? Yeah. Okay, look, the rule of law is important to us. You're valuable. We have a few lawyers in the Commonwealth already, but not in your area of expertise. It's a good thing they said that because now it makes it seem more realistic because they said we need a lawyer, right? But when you heard how many people live in the fucking Commonwealth, it's like, God damn, you got 50,000 people living there and no lawyers. They got lawyers. They just don't have people that specialize in that particular area that she does. You know what I mean? So now that makes sense. Okay, I got it. That's pretty good. Good writing. Okay. Now Elodie's like, well, are we gonna do this? I'm tired of getting the shit knocked out of me at that bakery. She's like, you know what? Let's go ahead and do it. Okay. You better be smiling. The guest room is bigger than my whole apartment. You have to keep it because I'm moving in. Elodie's like, yo, they had me living in a fucking cardboard box. Like that's what she was living. Like she was a bum. She said, now we moving on up to the east side. So I'm moving up. Elodie can't wait to get the fuck out there, leave that bakery alone and shit like that. She can't wait. You know what I mean? And to be honest, they'll have a life similar to what it was like before. So I can't see why Michonne would make a different choice. This is actually a good choice for Michonne if it's real. But her daughter's been there. So to me, I'm like, if it was me, I'd be like, well, I just asked my daughter, how's it been so far? You've been here for a good amount of time. And she'll let me know, okay, there's a little bit of bullshit here and there, but for the most part, yeah, this is going to be your house and you're going to be all right. Okay, fuck it. You know what I mean? I would wonder how I would be able to leave the Commonwealth, though. Like, once I'm in there, do I have... Because think about it. They say that they need her bad. And they put her in a nice-ass house. Do you really think they're just going to let her just leave and come and go as she please? Because she might want to visit Alexandria. But they're going to be looking at it like, whoa, if you get killed out there, we lost a big major part of the Commonwealth. So I doubt they're going to let her be free like that. So I would think that it'd be one or two options. Either they say, hey, once you're here, you're not going anywhere. Or if you do, you only can leave at certain times. You're going to bring like a bunch of security guards with you or something like that. I'm not sure if I'll be too okay with that. You know what I mean? Like, because I wouldn't want somebody breathing down my neck every 2 minutes. They had Elodie in a damn cardboard box. She said the guest room bigger than where I was living at. They had me in a fucking box. You know what I mean? With roommates. I had 3 roommates. The fucking room was smaller than the guest room here. We were sleeping shoulder to shoulder like this, like y'all sleeping in a can of sardines like this. Okay, here's Dwight. Is it too late? Okay, too late for what, Dwight? Too late for us. He said, I want that ass again. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. I don't know. I'll probably not. I haven't gone and shacked up with anyone else these last few weeks. Okay, shacked up with anybody else these last few weeks. You come to your senses? I think so. I think I got my mind right. That's basically what he's saying is, I'm horny as hell. So now I'm trying to act right. That's basically what it means. It occurs to me that maybe, just maybe, the things that made Sherry betray me and hurt me time and time again could be the same thing that made her confront Rick in the way that led to her death. You mean the fact that the bitch was crazy? That was kind of funny. He said, yeah, that kind of makes sense. He's like, what made her keep betraying you and go off on Rick was she was crazy. That actually makes sense. Because she was a fucking psycho. And then Dwight looked at her with that eye. With the burn eye, you know what I mean? With the dry eye, with the Listerine drop eye. Okay, too much. Far be it from me to speak ill of the dead, but she was fucking crazy. She still did it again. But he got a point, like she dead now, you know, we ain't got to keep going, you know, we don't have to be that hard on it. My mouth dry as a motherfucker. I wish I got something to drink. Okay, I have in the past had a tendency to really focus on the negative in a way that drives people away. That's why I always thought what happened between Sherry and I was my fault. But that wasn't it. I see it now. That bitch was crazy. You already apologized for Rick then. That was my next stop. I thought it might go better if you came with me. That's probably true. Wait, is that the gate? I think they're back. Okay. And they're not alone. Okay, look, Mercer jumped out the damn wagon. Okay, cool. Like, who's these motherfuckers? They're like, they got a black guy with them. Must be trouble. It's a black guy with them. It must be trouble. They ran into some shit. Okay, so they made it into the place with everybody. Okay, help me gather up the army just in case. He said, gather up the army just in case. You sure about that? I'm sure Rick will thank me if we need it. He said, if it turns out we need to shoot these motherfuckers up, fucking Rick is gonna be happy I put some holes in them. Okay. And he kind of got a point. Like, come on, man, you know what world we living in. He said, get the army ready. He didn't say we was just gonna fire on them, but let's be ready. Okay, okay. And I don't think it's possible for him to be more angry with me if we don't. He said, man, I'm screwed either way, so fuck it. Okay, wait here. I need to I'll announce your arrival. You know, fucking duh. They should be ready for that. You know what I mean? So there we go. Oh, so formal. I like it. Okay, we'll take in the view from here while you prepare this Rick Grimes for our introduction. When you tell him about the platoon that accompanied us, make sure to you say they're a few hours behind us, but could arrive sooner. They sometimes move pretty quickly, but Mercer, Maxwell, and I are plenty vulnerable and ready to have a nice, friendly chat. She's like, basically, we got some armed guards and shit like that, but they should be a little while before they get here. Basically, she's saying we're extending some type of trust because we don't have a lot of people. Y'all could take us out. So we're here on good terms. Okay, that was an impressive maneuver, pushing ahead, hoping we wouldn't realize. Oh, so she knew exactly what he was doing. Pulling them away from the platoon. And pulling ahead. Oh, he said, okay, thanks. So they knew it going in there. She was like, oh, he pulled the trick on us, separating us from our people. But we knew that. Okay. Oh God, what happened? Rick jumped up. Oh God, what happened? Oh, he talking about Michonne. Michonne's dead. As soon as he seen him pulling the sword off, he said, oh my fucking God, Michonne's dead. I would have thought the same thing. Oh, the sword. She gave it to me. She stayed behind at the Commonwealth. That's what they call the place. She said the sword would prove how much she trusted them. Now Rick looked like he just saw a ghost. Like his mouth just dropped open. You know what I mean? He's like, what? Her daughter was living there. Okay, that's why he got his mouth like that. Her daughter was living there. Is living there. She's is living there. Her daughter was living there. So, he said is living there. That is good writing. You know why? He said her daughter was living there. In this world, when you say was, you could mean she dead right now. And then he said, wait a minute, is living, she's still there. You know what I mean? Like before this whole zombie apocalypse thing, if you would said, they were living there, that could mean, they're probably they were there and they probably there now, or maybe they moved. In this world, she was meant basically more than likely mean the person died. She's alive. They were reunited. What? Okay, Michonne's daughter, Elodie, she's alive and well, living there at the Commonwealth. That's why Michonne stayed behind. Okay, I just read that wrong. If you hear how I read it, I thought Rick was saying it. That's why I had this whole surprise tone on it. Michonne's daughter, Elodie, she's alive and well, living there at the Commonwealth. That's why Michonne stayed behind. Now you see how it sounds different? Okay, sounds like what you call him said it, like Eugene said it. Okay, how is that possible? Okay, it's a seemingly mathematically impossible but equally amazing coincidence. That's wonderful. Yes, it is. Their leader is waiting outside to meet with you. Now Rick just put his game face on. He was like this. Yeah, okay. Let me go meet their leader. Because so far, I'm trying to think. How many leaders have they come across that weren't dicks? Hardly any. Hardly any. So he's really on his toes. Now tell me everything you can about them before I go out there. He said, I need to know these motherfuckers first. I need to know what I'm getting into. Okay, here come Rick. I'm Rick Grimes. Pleased to meet you. Governor Pamela Milton of the Commonwealth. Governor? As soon as he heard governor, he was like, I knew a governor before. Governor, the Governator, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he was an asshole. So I'm not sure about you. Okay, here's Princess. You're Rick Grimes? They told me all about you. Okay, it's amazing. It's amazing to meet you. I've heard so much about you. I heard so much about you. You seem like you're totally awesome. Thank you. Okay, Princess. People call me Princess. Okay, then he don't know whether she's from the Commonwealth or not. She's not. Okay, some of your soldiers are rather colorful. That's not one of the soldiers. That's he talking about Princess. I was told she was one of yours. She is one of theirs. She joined Alexandria through the group that left for Pittsburgh. So she is Alexandria currently. She's a new member of their squad. He thinking that she was with the Commonwealth. Oh, new addition then. See, told you. New addition. So she's Johnny Gill. Okay, she was a new member of New Edition. Okay, I met them on the way. I was in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, not Pittsburgh, Atlanta. Okay, Princess, if you could please give us a moment. Oh, of course, sorry. Okay, he's already bossing her around. He's like, okay, you part of the squad. I'm gonna tell you what the fuck to do. Okay, she walked off. She's quite enthusiastic. Okay, I look forward to getting to know her and you as well. I'm being told a lot of very promising and impressive things about your place, the Commonwealth. Okay. It's not mine. I've only been appointed to keep things running. I'm a steward more than anything. I didn't found the Commonwealth. I only improved on what was built before I arrived. So they were already must have been plenty of people there, and it was putting people in places to make sure everything stayed the same as it was before the apocalypse. They were trying to find people that could do what they needed done. Because that's what happened with Michonne. So I'm guessing that's what happened with the governor. Like, oh, you have political history. You have a political history. Maybe you should be the governor. I'm guessing that's what happened with her. Okay, I guess you could say I did the same here. I look forward to trading war stories. Wars. Was she ever in war? Well, I don't have any actual wars to speak of, thankfully. I wish I could say the same. So I guess what they're saying with Rick is that he's been through so much shit. He crawled through so much shit. He's assuming that every leader has been through some shit too. And he would be correct in the sense that most of them have. So then when she said she wasn't, he was like, damn. He said, well, you're lucky. That's what he's basically saying. You're lucky. He said, I went through everything. You see my shit missing, and like one of my arms missing, got this missing, my fucking leg bent backwards, shit like that. I'm all fucked up. I got my back hurt. He said my lower back hurt. Threw my back out yesterday. He said, I'm all jacked up. Oh, okay. I'm told you have a small platoon of armed soldiers on their way here. Okay, I do. They travel with me for safety. Nothing to be alarmed over. If that's the case, then I appreciate it if you can send one of your men to meet them. There's a lookout station about a mile out. I prefer to for you to stage them there for the duration of our talks. And keep them fucking guns, at bay, just while we're talking. To be completely honest, I worry about the safety of the men I'd send to meet them. Okay, we don't allow our people to travel out alone, especially in unknown territory. I can assure you that the area around Alexandria is patrolled and generally safe. Your soldiers should be fine. But how I'm going to trust that? Frankly, it looks like I may need all my soldiers with me to ensure my safety. What? Oh, when she said that, I guess the army's out there. He said, what? Okay. If you think we're helpless or vulnerable in any way, you are mistaken. Dwight came with the army. I knew that was going to happen. They all got guns and whatnot. And some of them people was from the what you call them, from the sanctuary. So these are some psychos in there, some of them. Okay. If this is what is meant to illustrate you're capable of military might, you should know it is achieving the opposite. What do you mean achieving the opposite? He's capable of military might. It shows he's capable of military might. I'm guessing what she's saying is that you ain't got enough people. You know what I mean? Okay, Dwight, stand down now. Dwight is the leader of our military. I apologize for his zeal. He's just trying to make sure we're safe here. In fact, I think he solves a problem. His troops can accompany one of your troops to meet up with your platoon and instruct them to remain in the staging area I proposed. Yes, I suppose I could send Mercer off with them. Unless of course, you're worried to send one man off with our army. No, I think he will be fine. She said, oh, you don't know Mercer. No, you don't know Mercer. He'll fuck all them people up. He'll fuck all y'all up. Oh, man. He said, Mercer, murk one of these niggas. Trust me. Mercer ain't no joke. When she said that, man, I ain't gonna lie, I almost came. That's serious. When she got a smile on her face. Like, you don't know Mercer. It's like 20 people over there. He got a little platoon over there. And she said Mercer would be fine. I ain't worried about Mercer. Oh, man. Okay. Yes, ma'am. I'm ready to leave at once. Okay, Laura, Heath, and Annie, you're with me. The rest stay here. Stay alert. They are on Rick's, territory, so they can't push too much. You know what I mean? You can't sit there and say, hey, it's got to be equal. No, you in my territory. You know what I mean? I don't want all your guns up in here. Because if something happened, I don't want our people getting shot the hell up. This is our place. Now, when we go to your place, then we could do it your way. Okay, well, with that out of the way, care for the grand tour, I would expect nothing less. Lead the way. Okay. Honestly, Maxwell, I'll be fine. Frankly, I think I could take this one in a fight. She said I can beat Rick. She kind of is right. Rick is all fucked. He's like, my back hurt. Shit, I got a hangnail. Got an arm missing. I'm crippled. One leg shorter than the other. Man, I got hearing loss and this shit. You know what I mean? Like, he's jacked up. He's like, I'm missing one of my nipples. Everything. And so she didn't need her little bodyguard. Okay, you'd be surprised. Oh, Rick saying you'd be surprised. I've been through a couple fights. I know how to move and not throw my back out. Maybe not as surprised as you think. Maybe not as surprised as you. So she's saying I could surprise you. So she probably has some type of training in fighting. I don't think she's all that. She don't look it, but I don't know. And she's older, so I don't think she's all that, but she probably got a little bit of training. She probably could do something. Okay, I will be cautious. Okay, stay behind. Okay, do you mind if I ask you how you lost your arm? I mean, your hand. Well, funny you should ask. Now, why is it funny that she should ask? A few years ago, she's governor, and he lost his hand to the governor. So that's what he's saying is funny. A few years ago, we encountered a new group led by a man who called himself the governor. And he seemed very friendly at first until he cut off my hand and intimidated us. My God, I'm so sorry. That makes my title rather awkward, please. My title rather awkward. Please, you can call me Pamela and Pamela only. The governor cut off my hand. Okay. It's no trouble. I don't tell you that to make you uncomfortable. The thing is, I just want you to know the kind of people we encountered, the kind of people we've dealt with. Partly so you don't misunderstand his caution for some kind of mistrust. It is mistrust, but it's not the sense that they're saying, "Oh, we know you're going to try to do something," but we can't be caught lacking out here. These streets is crazy. The streets ain't safe no more. Okay, but also, so you know what you're up against. Okay, this got intense. Okay, it doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be. You'll get to know us. I'll get to know you. Maybe this works. Let me show you our meal. Okay. That's a remarkable setup you have, and the bread is delicious. Okay, it wasn't at first. It took a few months to get it right. Eugene figured this out, designed it, helped build it. He also fixed the radio that allowed us to find you. So they're gonna want Eugene now. They're gonna be like, "What? Eugene did all this shit? We need a motherfucker like that." You know? Okay. Seems to me he's a valuable asset. They want him now. Okay, he is. Don't take this the wrong way, but this place is small by our standards. So his resources here seem limited. She's trying to take him. She said we can supply him with more shit. He can do more stuff. I'm very excited about what someone like Eugene might be able to do with our resources. Told you. He's like, "Oh, we not giving you Eugene, period. As large as your community is, I'm surprised you need the kind of services Eugene can provide. Feels like you should have 5 Eugenes already." Good writing again. That makes sense. I don't know about 5 Eugene, but they might have some people in there that's pretty smart, but they might not be able to do exactly what Eugene could do. We are not without our own free thinkers, that is for sure. See, but in this world, we find ourselves in thinkers. But in this world, we find ourselves in thinkers are something in high demand. They need as many as they can. Like I said, more good writing. This seems like what would happen in the real world. I hear that. They only have 1 Eugene. So, yeah, people don't realize how valuable a genius is. Because even though a genius might not necessarily do all the work, they might not do all the killing and shit like that. But the work, remember him making the bullets? Without Eugene, they would have lost to the governor, period. Because they wouldn't have had any bullets, period. Without Eugene, they wouldn't have been able to learn how to steer these herds. They would have been dead, period. That's just 1 Eugene. So I'm telling you, these thinkers make a big difference. You absolutely have to try one of our apples here. Thank you. This is amazing. The apples are definitely high on my list of favorite things. Favorite things here. And where is your house? Mine's actually about 6 houses down that way. That one. You're just with everyone else. Your house is the same as theirs. She thinking that he's going to be high class because he's the governor. He's like, nah. Or he's the leader. Like, nah, I'm with everybody else. He's talking about I'm just another person. I just got a different job than them. Okay, Eugene told me about your commonwealth. Yes, my house is the same as everyone else's. My chores are the same. My work is the same. My rewards are the same. They're communists. They're fucking communists. We are all equals here. Sounds like he was getting ready to do some whole hive mind shit. Like, like we're all equal here. You should join them. You know what I'm saying? Like weird, like hive mind thing. I don't know. But yeah, I guess he's a communist. Okay, that doesn't make any sense. You're the leader. People have to look up to you, or this all comes crashing down. They need to aspire to your level. I suppose so, but people look up to me because of what I've done and not what I continue to do, not because of what I did or what I have. You just they just messed up. People don't look He said people look up to me because what I've done and what I continue to do makes sense. Not because what I did. Done and did is the exact same thing. So somebody messed that up, but I understand what he's saying. You know what I mean? Or what I had. Now he's saying that they look up to me because I'm putting in work, but me having a bunch of shit is not going to make them look up to me. You absolutely right. You know what I mean? But that's what they do at the Commonwealth for, but what about your status before all this? You don't think you earned the right to live at a similar level now? I was a small town cop. My house was actually smaller than this. He said, shit, I made a come up. What are you talking about? He said, I'm doing better now than I did then. Okay. And whatever status we established in the life before died with that life, we earn a new place in the new world now. I'm with Rick on that, especially in small groups. They can afford to do that more so in the Commonwealth. They can't really afford to do that, in Alexandria. Group is too small. Somebody grabbing up too many resources. Oh man, that'd be a it'd be a catastrophe. I don't want to offend you, Pamela, but I don't quite understand how things work in the Commonwealth. From what I've heard, if you had a nice job and a nice house before, you're just assigned the same. People are okay with that. People are okay with things being fair. Yes. Fair? She said that's fair. I take it you have a problem with it. Okay, don't know that I describe it as fair. That's what I was getting ready to say. She says fair. Whatever you had before, that's what you get now. But what you had before wasn't fair in the first place. On top of that, this is a brand new start. Why everybody gotta get the same thing? And if you had it before, get it again then. If it was fair for you. People need a ladder. They need something to work toward. Maybe you don't have enough people, but that mobility is important. She got a point there. I was just bringing that up. It's not so many people where scarcity is a bigger problem with Alexandria than it is in the Commonwealth. You know what I mean? It's more of a surplus in the Commonwealth, so they can go ahead and some people can have a little bit more. But I don't. Some people say that you gotta have something for other people. Basically, you gotta feed into people's greed to make people work hard, so that way they can keep working. I don't necessarily agree with that. I'm not sure. I think people can still work hard without having to look at somebody else with a bunch of jewelry on. You know what I mean? I don't necessarily think that's the case. She think that if you don't have a bunch of shit and you're leading them, then people won't want to be led because they're gonna look at it like, wait, if I make it to the point you're at, I'm not gonna have anything different than I already have. So why would I work hard? That's a point, but I think it's other factors that can go into that. Okay, and even if the mobility is impossible for everyone, it still keeps the world spinning, so to speak. That's exactly what I was saying. She said some people is going to be at the bottom of the barrel forever. That's how it is in the real world. Like, do you think that, okay, she's saying we're giving people something to look up to, but some of the people that's given something to look up to can never make it to that point. So it's asinine for them. Okay, our working class forms the strong foundation of the Commonwealth. You can't build anything without a strong foundation. Why build anything on the foundation at all? Why ruin it by burdening it with supporting others? That's the world order. Always has been. She's absolutely right. We've been feeding off other people, period. Taking advantage of other people. then maybe we need a new world order, NWO. So they disagree. Now she's like, nah, I like all my fancy shit. You are not coming and taking my fucking TV. Just because you can live without a TV don't mean I can. Now she looks pissed. So they got a disagreement right there. Oh shit, look, I'm going down the comment. Told you, capitalism versus communism. The Commonwealth is a capitalist society, and Alexandria is a communist society, basically. And somebody put in the comment section down here. So yeah, I like that. There's a political story right here, and it makes people that normally wouldn't think about this type of shit. It'll make them think a little bit more about it. Some people will hear the word communism and already automatically be turned off about it. Am I a communist? No. Just in case you wanted to know, I am a socialist. But it puts us in the state of being where we're not all already on edge and just triggered by a word, communism, to just think that, you know, whatever values they have in terms of communism is bad. Now, you seem like some people will be reading these comics and be listening, be reading the comics and saying, damn, the Commonwealth, that's fucked up. That's how it is in the real world. But they don't realize that. And then you'll be like, Alexandria is pretty good. Then not realizing Alexandria is pretty much like a communist society to an extent. You know what I mean? So there you have it. So you'll be sitting up there agreeing and then not realizing they're feeding you some type of propaganda, which I think is propaganda sometimes, if there's a message to it and there's a meaning to it, is good. So I like this chapter. This issue. You know what I mean? It made me think, and I hope it made y'all think. You know what I mean? And they did build up on Mercer a little bit. The interaction between Rick and Pamela, that was pretty good. I like the tension. I want to see how that plays out. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like I said, once you build up and get have a bigger community, I don't know if communism is going to be as easy to maintain. Capitalism is going to be easier, I think, for a growing community in that type of world. Hell yeah, I think. You know what I mean? But I think with a smaller group, that whole communist thing probably is better. With a smaller group, you don't want somebody having a whole bunch of shit, and then it's a group of only 10 people, and you see one guy got all this shit. Okay, the nine people going to fuck him up. Period. You know what I mean? And on top of that, we don't want to split resources so damn thin amongst just a small group. Whereas if you got a big group and you split resources thin, some people might die out, but you can replenish that. Although I don't necessarily agree with that. But anyway, let me go ahead and see the comments real quick before I go ahead and head out. Yeah, so that was a political chapter. Yo, Mean, remember the Toriko days? Ah, the good old days. Yeah, I remember the Toriko days. Mean, can you say happy birthday to my boy Nick Gurn? Sure thing, happy birthday. Okay, Rick is Bernie Sanders. Yeah, I liked Bernie Sanders. Now, Bernie Sanders wasn't a communist, but he was a socialist. Me as well. Okay, you're a socialist, Mean. I think we're blood brothers. Right. I don't necessarily agree. I don't know everything there is to know about communism. I know somebody who is, and I agree with a lot of things that they say, but not everything. And I'm not sure whether I would agree with it at some point. You know what I'm saying? As so far, I'm not convinced by communism, meaning I didn't jump on board with it. But there's certain aspects about it I like. You know what I'm saying? I'm a socialist, meaning that I'm closer to communism than the capitalist is. You know what I mean? Because there's certain things about it that I think is beneficial. Letting one person have so much fucking money, that's a problem. You see how we talk about the 1%? When you out here struggling day to day just to make fucking ends meet, just to pay rent that's too damn high in the first place, that's a problem. Now, somebody will sit there and say, but if we all had the same amount, how can I have a whole bunch of shit? Okay, so you can't satisfy your greed. Okay, cool. Which one's worse? Think about it like this. Is it better to have everybody have the same, exactly the same? Although I don't agree with it. I'm just using this as an example. Everybody has the same, or you have some people that's super rich and a bunch of people that's like super poor and ain't got shit. I'm gonna tell you the truth. If I had to jump in there and risk everything, knowing that more than likely, like it's a 90% chance that I'm going to be poor and have hardly anything. Just for that, just for the chance of me just being that 1 in 10 people that has a lot. I'd rather take everybody has the same. What the hell just happened? Did it just stop? And I seen the broadcast did something funny. But anyway, let me go ahead and end this off real quick. Okay, Mean, there's a reason you're my favorite YouTuber. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Pick your role model. Okay. I already have a vice president when I'm president. You could be in my cabinet. I don't know about that. Minimum wage is not minimum work. Right. You got a point. I've been saying that to some people. I'm like, you getting paid minimum wage and they want you to work hard. Work hard for what? You getting paid? You ain't getting paid hard. These people want you to break your neck at work. Like somebody was actually saying that you should be going real hard at work. You paying us minimum wage, you should get minimum work. You know what I mean? If you getting paid minimum wage, do the bare minimum. You paying me the bare minimum? Want me to bust my ass for that little bit of money? You lost your mind. Okay, you were talking that truth, and they tried to shut you down. Okay, I don't know who tried to shut me down, but hey. Anyway, go ahead and leave your comments, like the video, subscribe, because I can't eat. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke. You got the power to change that. Check the links in the description box. Peace.